In the last 24 hours, no, we've all heard that. Okay, Teri Louise Kelly is a ubiquitous, egotistical fuck who, that's a Facebook quote from one of her fans. They love them mad for the Teri. Who came out of nowhere a couple of years ago with 2 novels under her arms, Sex, Knives and Bouillabaisse and Last Bed on Earth, both published by Wakefield. She hit the spoken word scene with a few reservations, but we certainly knew we'd been hit. Which is a good thing in a city that's known as Australia's nursing home. Yay, barrel down. She's prolific, writes poetry, is the master of a cracking last line. And to say I fell in love with her at first sight would be wrong, because I remember that very awkward conversation that we had about, well, we don't want to fuck each other, so where do we go from here? But we clicked straight away, both professionally and personally. To say that she saved my life is probably too much information, but if it tips the scales as to you buying her book, not that you need any scales tip, because it is hilarious. It's very readable, buy it, so we can make more books. Alright, introducing Teri Louise Kelly. Yay!
It's gonna go up my ass though.
Yeah, well, it covers up a crack there too.
Yeah, alright. Did I really save your life? Oh. Was that the knife? Oh yeah, okay. Alright.
I'm sorry.
I'm actually, because it's an American book and it's written in American English, it was edited by an American, so yeah, I like writing in American because it's really cool. I think it's way better than fucking English. English is a fucking nightmare to write. I've been, like, the last few months I've been reading songs, other people's songs. There's nobody from CBS here. Don't film me. This is a Bruce Springsteen song, but I'm going to try to read it as a poem. And it's called Lost in the Flood. Some of you may know it, but it just, when I watch the video, it reminds me of being in America, so yeah, I miss America sometimes. The ragamuffin gunner is returning home like a hungry runaway. He walks through town all alone. He must be from the fort, he hears the high school girls say. His countryside's burning with milkmen, dressed in drag for a homicide. They hit and run, plead sanctuary, hide beneath a holy stone. They're breaking beams and crosses with a spastic's reeling perfection. Nuns run ball through Vatican halls, pregnant, pleading immaculate conception. And everyone's wrecked on Main Street, from drinking unholy blood. Sticker smiles sweet as Gunner breathes deep, his ankles caked in mud. And I say, hey man, you think that's quicksand? That ain't quicksand, man, that's mud. The pure American brother, dull-eyed and empty-faced, raised his Sunday in Jersey in a Chevy stock Super 8. On the side he's got Bound for Glory in red, white and blue flash paint. He leans on the hood telling racing stories, the kids call him Jimmy the Saint. Through the blaze and noise he's gunning that bitch, loaded to blasting point. He rides headfirst into a hurricane, disappears into the flood. And there's nothing left but some blood where the body fell. There's nothing left that you could sell. Just junk all across the horizon, a real highwayman's farewell. And he said, hey kid, you think that's oil? Man, that ain't oil, that's blood. 8th Avenue sailors in satin shirts whisper in their lair. Some storefront incarnation of Maria is putting on the stare. And the Bronx's best apostle stands with his hands on his own hardware. Everything stops, you hear 5 quick shots. The cops come up for air. And the cat from the Bronx starts letting loose, gets blown right off his feet. A kid comes blasting around the corner, but a cop puts him right away. He lays on the street screaming something in Spanish. He was still breathing when I walked away. And someone said, hey man, did you see that? His body hit the ground with such a beautiful thud. I wonder what that dude was saying. Or was he just lost in the flood? Bruce Springsteen. I think he's a poet. American Blowjob, there's actually poems in it. So all the poems appertain to girls, because it's called American Blowjob. So do the math. Yeah. So I'm going to read the poems from the book because I'm in a poetry bookshop. Summer. She was a Third Avenue blonde, white Russian freak orthodox, serviced garden engines, inside or out of the dead centre. She said, "Everything's nice in your plot, honey." I knew she was another short-time girl, another sickle cell, but short-time was all I had to give to. Obviously I had to tighten up my game. They played for keeps in this end of town. And even though she hailed from Podunk, she still packed peanut butter for even the shortest of trips. She had little interest in making the blind see or addressing her just-raped look. Only the honk job piqued her inquisition. Up came a cool breeze from the river, stirred the bald-headed bandit one more time from lethargy, and at $1 an inch I got off cheap on elephant business while she made plans to pick green buds upstate.